Good evening, and we are back for another one. We are on day number 17 of the 20-day countdown live video challenge. Tonight's message is, do you understand the space that is required? Do you understand the space that is required to become the greatest version of yourself? To think, to create, to meditate. Sometimes it requires you to go into some sort of isolation mode. Hey family, sometimes this requires you to go into an isolation mode where you need to have that space to yourself so that you can hear from your higher source. On this journey of becoming your best self, some people might say, well, why are you so distant? You don't ever have time for anybody but yourself. But there's a saying that goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you're always surrounding yourselves around other people and you're always the go-to person for everyone else and you're always the one that everybody else can depend on, then when you need someone, who is that to you? So think about those things when it comes down to, I want to become this next best version of myself. I want you to think about the space that's required. Everybody can't go with you to that next level, no matter how bad you want them to go, no matter how much you thought that they would never leave you, no matter how much you poured into them thinking that we're in this for the long haul. Always think to put yourself first so that you can give from your overflow, because if you're not okay, then you're not going to be able to give to anyone else anyway. So keep that in mind. So tonight, guys, I have on my green Bob Marley shirt, no worries, man. I also have on my green elephants, because elephants represents both physical and inner strength, and in spirituality, that's that strength that you need to overcome any obstacles that you may be going through. So tonight we're in our green element. And when you think of green, think of like field and pastures and just different things that there's plenty and bountiful amounts of space to create and to grow and to elevate. So keep those things in mind when it comes down to becoming the best version of yourself. How much space is required of me? One of the events in my life was when I decided to sign up for life coaching. I was in such a low place. Like, I just felt like I could not climb out of that place. I don't know what was going on. It was just like I was not used to it. I'm a go-getter. I'm used to being, constantly in motion. So when I got to my low place, I was like, I need to find help. And I actually came on Instagram and I was just scrolling. So shout out to my coach, Yvonne, who's amazing. And she helped me through a really low moment in my life. And what I can say that stuck with me out of our whole 12 weeks together was when she said, well, Candace, share your calendar with me. Because I told her like how much things I had going on. And she said, Candace, share your calendar with me and let me just look and let me see what I can, recommend for you to, see, like, just give you some recommendations. So I shared my calendar. And when we got back together, she was like, holy smokes. Like, I heard you say you were busy, but you are busy, and that's not okay. She said, you need white space. And I was like, white space? What's that? White space, like, take some gaps in that calendar for just you, not your family, not your children, not your job, not your friends, but take white spaces in between all of these things that you are obligated to do, because how do you hear from source? How do you re-strengthen yourself? How do you just take a step back to even reevaluate all the things that you have already done and the things that you need to get done? So Keep those things in mind. Do you know the space that is required for you to become the next version of yourself, for you to create, for you to meditate, for you to regroup, for you to revive yourself? So that is the message for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you visit reigniteyou.dmv.eventbrite.com on Saturday, June 29th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Baltimore. We will be creating space for you to become your next best self. Check out that website and get your tickets. Tell your friends, bring a loved one with you, help another girlfriend or a brother along the way. And we all need a community when we get into our low places to just be revived. And the Reignite You Conference DMV is the place that you want to be. And we look forward to pouring back into you from our own personal experiences. Share this video, visit our website, reserve your space if you're in the area, or if you just want to travel to Baltimore. That would be a great event to come to, and we look forward to seeing you there. Peace.